Fight club for 4-year-olds now. Prosecutors say that's what 2 workers ran at a daycare center in New Jersey. 2 women are accused of getting about a dozen kids to fight each other last month. Prosecutors say one worker posted video of the brawls online and even referred to the movie Fight Club. Investigators say they do not think the children were seriously hurt, but they're still looking into it. Parents are obviously appalled.
I was raging mad. It's an isolated case. It's a one-off event. My son wasn't interacting with the persons that were involved.
Daycare officials tell us they're shocked and they've fired both workers. The women are also facing criminal charges and possible prison time. Dan Schorr is here, a prosecutor and an adjunct professor at Fordham University's School of Law. A 22-year-old and a 28-year-old teacher who apparently set up a fight club for children.
You think people who choose to work at a daycare facility would love children, not want to do something like this. But here they're setting up a fight club. They're having kids brawl. One of them is sending it via Snapchat, allegedly, to other people. Fortunately, at least one of the videos was preserved because Snapchat erases them immediately. But someone preserved it, and law enforcement has that now.
How do you, legally speaking, what can you do here?
Well, they're bringing charges. First of all, there's the child abuse charges against both of them. Child abuse in the 4th degree. They could face up to 18 months of incarceration. And then for sending the videos, there's an endangering the welfare charge that faces, one of them faces up to 5 years in prison. So this serious time that they're facing. How much they actually get will depend on what kind of criminal record they have and other factors.
4 to 6-year-olds involved here. They're like, well, we didn't get them to actually brawl. It wasn't a fists matter.
Well,
they're egging them on in this video.
Right. So the details obviously are very important. They shouldn't be doing any kind of fighting amongst the kids, but how serious it was, how violent it was, those are all be factors that determine what kind of sentence they get if they're convicted.
They're going to appear in court on Friday, or they're expected to. The names are Erica Kenny. She's the 22-year-old of Cranford, New Jersey, and Chansey White, who's 28, of Roselle, New Jersey. And if you're looking at what we have here, and figuring what kind of punishment are they going to get, realistically speaking, what happens here?
Well, if they are really arranging these fights, videotaping them, one is sending them, it's a pretty clear case. The prosecutors have all the evidence they need. They probably questioned each of them, whether they got admissions, we don't know yet. What kind of sentence they get, one is facing up to 18 months, the other one up to 5 years. What kind of criminal record they have, what kind of injuries there were to the children. We're told that there weren't serious injuries, but maybe that'll be investigated more. There's also the emotional harm that these children are in daycare and they're forced to fight each other. That harm, unfortunately, is not as clear to determine.
You wonder what they were thinking. I mean, it's one thing if you're going to do this. It's another thing to put it on to video it and send it out to people like nothing's going to happen to you somehow.
Right, absolutely. And in addition to the criminal charges, they'll probably face civil liability from the parents who entrusted these 2 people with their children's welfare, and instead they're forcing them to fight each other.
It really is insane. Dan, thank you.